You know something that I can admit about myself? I am not the biggest fan of a lot of Lego-based media. I mean, sure, I love the Lego movie, including Lego Batman, but most of the stuff they put on for TV has been, let's say...
Come on, Free Goblin! Pumpkins are not meant to be weapons! They're meant to be pie!
Ooh, haha, yeah!
Boring. They're usually done in a fashion that's not the most interesting, and it's just plain safe for daytime television. Hell, some can just be plain rip-offs of properties that were boring but got a good iteration. Yes, I'm petty about Lego Chima. It was a pointless show that replaced a good iteration of Thundercats. Fight me. But back on topic, Lego tends not to go above and beyond for their TV programs, whether it be boring animation, boring dialogue, or just plain boring comedy. If only there was one show that really broke the mold, pushed itself to be something truly mind-blowing, something of that caliber.
Hey, how are you?
I mean, look at this. This takes the mold and breaks it into dust. This takes everything that we knew about Lego movies and TV shows and just puts it to a totally different level. This is called Lego Monkie Kid. Based on the old Journey to the West fable from China, it tells the story of a boy who must inherit the powers of the Monkey King Sun Wukong to defeat an ancient evil family. The story can come off as a bit simple, but that's more to a benefit for the fun and energetic characters it has. The main character is MK, this fun-loving guy who's willing to stand up for what's right even when he knows the task ahead is dangerous. He takes up the mantle of Monkey King, but changes into Monkie Kid, sort of a not wanting to live in the shadow of the original. I can dig it.
Can you dig it?
His group of friends back him up along the way, like May, who's just plain hyper and goofy, and you can't really find yourself hating her. She just has such a nice likability to her.
Actually, I almost died back there.
But you didn't, so let's celebrate with a round of Monkey Kid! You should invite your new edgy friend, too.
Yeah, he was trying to kill me.
Well, in that case, where does he live?
Pixie is the hot-headed boss that runs the noodle shop. He ultimately has a heart of gold and cares for his friends. There's also Mr. Tang, who's knowledgeable about the legends of the Monkey King, and then there's Sandy, who's pretty much just that gentle giant, doesn't like violence, and it's just kind of funny. The whole group is pure fun with how they interact with each other, but they're not the only good thing going for this, or should I say bad in these characters' cases. The main villains, called the Demon Bull King family, simple I know, add a good challenge to the main crew. Demon Bull King, or DBK for short, was sealed away in the mountain by Sun Wukong, and it's just a pure powerhouse. He just plain oozes evil with the way he looks and just goes about things. He's joined by his wife, Princess Ironfan, and their son, Red Sun.
Oh, Lord.
They wreak havoc across the town, but get stopped by the Monkey Kid crew. This show has some mean production values, I'll tell you now. I mean, this background work is just a chef's kiss with how detailed it is. The animation is on crack with how fast-paced and intense it can get. I mean, just look at this.
Miss me! Nope. Over here! Here comes Monkey Kid!
Ugh. Was it good for you? It's just so insane everything they pull off. But it honestly is no surprise when you realize the team that makes this is the same team that made Rise of the Ninja Turtles, Flying Bark Productions. The same guys who did this.
Buy me some time.
my God. Oh, that's better than sex.
Man, do they love themselves some good action. It just gets you pumped up with how over the top it can be. But the show doesn't snub LEGO fans either. It has the characters' designs to reflect that blocky style of the minifigures, even down to the hands. It's filled with stuff that clearly is meant to sell a toy. Just look at some of this. It very much is being sold on a Toys R Us somewhere. Oh wait.
Got him!
It even throws some jokes in that can be pretty funny with what they reference.
Oh yeah! Can't be too hard to find. It's free, just eating up.
This is such a fun series, but it very much begs the question, why don't we have it? It's aired for a Chinese audience, but not American, even though it's dubbed in English with many anime vets for the cast. Hell, they even got Sean Schemmel freaking Goku as Sun Wukong. They knew what they were doing, so what gives? You can only find the first 2 episodes online somewhere like YouTube, but it has Mandarin subtitles and it's kind of glitchy and some cuts are just kind of bad quality. It's kind of weird, like they skip around as well. I have some speculation on why this hasn't officially come to the States yet, but this is just my own theory, so like a great man once said,
"Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said shit."
the biggest reason I can really come up with for why we don't have this show is due to the fact that it's made for a Chinese market, and with current tensions between America and China right now being so, spotty, now wouldn't be the right time to release it to the States. But that's just my theory.
A film theory.
It does suck that we don't have this series. Maybe a network or service will pick it up and we can bask in all its hyper-energetic animation and excessive violence.
Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
Animation fans would absolutely love this, and LEGO fans as well. It pushes just the right buttons that just any old fan of fun would have a good time with it. But that's just a thought.